Hello everyone. So I'm gonna showcase the map of my friend called Rings of Power that we are making. Actually, it's his making mostly for the LingYuan Cup, which is a random of scripting competition. I think it's a really fun map. 9 villagers start and very fast, but nomad start. As you can see, alongside your 9 villagers, there is also a feitoria for you and for all players. This works both for 1v1, team games, and free-for-alls. So let's get started. As you can see, all players start with a feitoria, 9 villagers, and also a transport ship. And this is called Rings of Power because there are rings on the outside, and also the whole map is a big ring too. So the whole map is a very big ring, and inside there are resources, inside the ring, the fetorias. And not just the big ring, but also the small rings are having resources. So you can see that only the small rings, in this case, bordered by forest, are having like relics. Relics I think are random, but gold and stone. Other resources like hunt, random turkey are to be found, and berries and chicken and whatever are to be found outside the rings. And one more thing is that there are yurts, because the feitoria is making you have 30 populations. So these yurts are on the outer rim of the map, and you can try to find them. It's a very interesting thing, but you can even find them with a turkey. So you can see Szépmező Szárnya is going with Byzantines. Szépmező Szárnya, actually, in Hungarian. That's my name. And Mormord, which is my friend, is going with melee. And I think both are very good for this map. On this map, you nearly always start with a lumbercan, because then you get to a faster TC. And as you can see, the TC is coming up for Prenex, like me, and also for my enemy Mormord. It's 1,300. Oh, okay, mine is much faster. And I also got much more yurts. You can see I got nearly all of them, and he got like basically just 1, 2, 3. So that's 15 populations, and for me like 30. So, or 35. So mine was better start, but I still built houses. So there are many strategies you can go with this map. You can try to control and dominate the middle, and basically kill the feitoria of the other players or your player, your opponent. This can be going for team games and also for free-for-alls. So maybe in free-for-all it's a bit harder to try to fully dominate the middle, but then you need to defend yours at least. So it's still a battleground. There is no fish in the middle, however. So if you are docking in here, you cannot fish in feudal. Or no, in Dark Age, sorry. In feudal you can. In fish trap, but that's more expensive. But there are deep fishes, and actually a lot in the outside. So as you can see, he's building a house here. I expected a dog, to be honest, with this view. But yeah, this was going for the yurts, but this was already mine, so he had bad luck. And I'm doing a dock with the wheel that is coming from the yurt finding, because I've seen that he already collected everything from left of here. Which is not true, because there are these 2 yurts that no one found. And I'm docking in here. In the middle. So you can imagine that my strategy on this map was to control the middle. With the Byzantines. Byzantines has faster fighting fire ships. And actually fire ships can destroy these fetorias, but as you can see, it's not that easy, because there are palisade walls, and the corners are even more harder because there are fortified palisades. So you not only need to destroy the feitoria, but you need to make holes into these palisades, and if you have multiple ships attacking from multiple angles, it becomes even more hard. So you need to concentrate your ships, and the demolition ship will like raise havoc. Okay, feudal age is coming. Not yet for, or maybe I will see. Is it also coming for him? Oh, he's already nearly there. And he also ducked in the middle. But, yeah, just in the middle. So we both are docking into the middle, and he's creating fire galley, and I'm not in feudal age yet, so it's already a bit late for my game. Oh my god. So I'm adding more docks because I don't want to lose this. But, you know, you can also overcommit the middle and lose on boom. Oh, and he's having a fish boom. I'm only having a late dock here, so no fish boom yet. And he's going to destroy my transport. Yeah. You can also use your transport and put melee units here. That's a very interesting strategy. Like, imagine that you are having man-at-arms and try to man-at-arm rush this. But, you know, then if you are not controlling the water, those are also very susceptible to damage from demos, galleys, whatever. And he's attacking my dock, but he's not making more ships. So, does he see my dock? He sees that I have two. And one more building. So basically, I think he's releasing this. He says it's not worth it. But he's putting more in the outside. Very good vision for Mormord. Do I have also? No, I only have my side of the map. So demo raft, fire galley, one more fire galley already out here, and yeah. And basically, I'm committing it to the middle. What he's doing in the meantime, building a house, collecting gold, probably fast castle, to be honest. And he has not so big but reasonable fish boom. I only have a single fishing ship and making the second one, but I already have like a ferry galley. Just he has two docks and he also has one, so it's not so crazy. There is fight here, one against many. Probably this is overcommit, but now I can choose to try to defeat the dock, but he's castle age, or try to defeat this. Okay. I try to defeat the dog because castle age ships, you know, they can get through feudal age ships very easily. Is there battle in the outside too? Yeah. Oh, and he's repairing. I should have won this because yeah, mine was on the other side and oh my god. Okay, my little fish boom is over. That's fine, I guess. Barracks. And here soon there will be an opening, it looks like. Which is either good or not. Deleted the dock so this ship can come out. And he's losing the middle. Okay. And we are starting to attack the feitoria. Look what I'm doing. I'm trying to make it group so that they are not attacking circularly. And I also try to demo because the palisade was. You can see the palisade is actually holding up quite well, but now there is a hole. Because up until now there is basically little to no damage to the feitoria, but now it is getting damaged. Interestingly, the transport is still alive, which is funny, I think. And he has fire ships like real ones. So yeah. Of course, he's in castle and I am still in feudal because they overcommit here. But if this feitoria is going down, this can be worth it. You know, because I will have a feitoria like forever. He looks like he tries to go back water here with the castle. That's very unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. I don't know where it was. There is somewhere stable. I literally don't know where it is. Is it here? Yeah. Okay. So he also exped out. And of course I am on single TC because I am in feudal. Let's look at the feitoria. It's destroyed. And we are finally going up to Castle Age. So, what do you think? Is it worth it? Was it not worth it? I have reasonable control in the middle. He lost a lot of resource collection rate from the feitoria. But we are behind an age. So we are at 60 populations, it looks like, and he is 50, but an age further. And that's only because he lost the feitoria, so he was not so much later. Oh my god. This followed the transport because no defensive stance or no staying in position. He's collecting relics now because there is no feitoria. Both stone and gold collection, I guess, for a defensive castle. And he's making a dock. Who should win this game at this point? What do you think? If he comes out from the dock, it's actually Harbor because he has the unique tech. Oh my god. He really wants to take the middle seriously. What is it here? There was a little rush. Raid. Oh, these Karambit warriors. Very annoying unit. Okay. And of course he's attacking the yurt. I have scouts. That's good against the Karambit. Because they are like 30 HP. Actually mine is not much more, but you know, it's still beneficial. And the castle that kind of defends the feitoria. I mean, he cannot trap from this side at least, but he can try to take the water, and he is already making ships, fire ships. He also researched for some reason in this. He's researching the thing. And okay, these fire galleys are actually having the. No, it doesn't have the technology, but it's faster firing. But it's feudal fire ships, so you know, not really a match for the Castle Age one. Also attacking one by one, and even the stronger one. Oh my god, this is looking very grim, especially that I have Fish Echo here. Probably he doesn't see that. No, he will concentrate on this, I think. The castle he sees. He's not paying attention here. I think he's doing something at home. This is very fortunate for me. You know, it's 1000 yellow, so expect some hiccups. Feitoria is basically untouched at this point. Oh my god. There was big luck. He's collecting more relics. And the TC here. he's not making more push in the middle for some reason. There's a little bit of lag. Oh, I thought it's my castle, but no, it's his. Actually, this is a reasonable trapping position. Let's speed this up a little bit. Okay, more fire ships from me. Castle came up, so this is very well defended. And more fire ships. And, however, I have advanced the Imperial Age. So I made the decision in this game to advance very fast and go Imp. And he's like in castle now. With very good fish boom though. Also, no, that's not a fish boom, that's an army. And very good boom. So basically, if you look at statistics at this point, KD is for Mormord, building raised also, economy wise. However, I am still basically winning except for stone, but that is not really relevant, I think. So he can have more castles everywhere, but I have more resources, and I went Imp. But please keep in mind that I have a feitoria, so that is it. And he had very reasonable, very fast castle time, especially knowing that this is a nomad start, even though it's 9-wheel start. You know, it's very fast feudal and castle time. Of course, I was overcommitting a bit in the middle, so you can see this on mine and also in the feudal. However, Imperial, I tried very much. Really good is not so much as my feitoria, I think. And I don't know if this shows the feitoria or not, but possibly maybe that he lost that. Or maybe it doesn't show that. You know, I really don't know. Because there is a little bit of losing here. But he looks like he is dominating the match at this point, actually. He has 81 wheels, and I have like 70, including feitoria, so yeah, that's something. However, he is demoing and just 2 fire ships, and I have fire ships here. And let's look what is happening. Oh, this is a good demo. Oh my god. Ooh. That was actually very good demo. And yeah, I am single TC basically, so... No, it's the second came up here. But, you know, he is 3 TC booming. However, there comes the Dromon. You know, we doesn't need university and technologies like that. And this is actually very strong on this map, I think. Many nations are having it. Okay. We still have reasonable amount of fire ships, although they are damaged, some of them. But we are having the Dromon. And as you can see, Dromon is actually not that bad against ships, if they can hit it. However, more fire ships are coming. With a bit of micro, it's looking good. More Dromons. And this looks like this situation is in our favor. In the meantime, okay, there are like these string houses, and for some reason this market is in a very wrong place. What's in the castle? Cataphracts. Actually, that's good unit. I think when this castle falls down, we should just raid with the cataphract immediately here. I don't know if I'm going to do that though. Because I have literally no vision what's behind this. Yeah. The vision is much better for Mormord. Look. Exploration. Exploration is king. So this is falling down. And he is still in castle age, so he cannot do basically anything about it. Now he is in imp. And he's building a castle here, but there are cataphracts. There is also Karambit, of course. No upgrades, but, you know, this is still a good unit. Actually, there are defensive upgrades. And there is a trap, so... This looks like a bad position for him. This also doesn't look good for him. And this is the main echo. This is like the side echo. But it's a castle defended. Here, there is no castle defense, so... It's actually good. There is also a bit echo here. And some echo here, but no TC. Trap. Multiple traps. Very bad pathfinding, but it's fine. And those are all dead. Oh! These are no attack stance. But now they are attacking. Okay. Cataphracts. This should come back, but I don't know about them. There is a raid here, which is very annoying. But at this point, it looks like we should win this match very easily. Look, this is lost. Treb is lost. Mormord is housed. We are building barracks and going for halb, I think. Halberdier. This is not attacking. Yeah, because first the TC. So there is like 95 wheels. But I think these will all die. Yeah. Basically. There is no way I should lose from here, isn't it? Unless there are battle elephants. And the pikeman is too few at this point. Oh, and you bombards. What I am seeing from this? I'm not seeing it. And if you are not paying attention, okay, this is bad. And if you are not paying attention, this can be really sneaky and kill your feitoria like no time. Okay, this I think this is a bad choice. I have seen it. Drummond. No, I'm just looking what happened with this. Probably soon realizing about this army. Yes. And who will win? Drummond or those? There is no ballistics on either, but there is attack ground. And this is actually a really reasonable force for destroying this secondary town center. The goal is finished here anyways. In meantime, cataphracts are going there. I guess actually this is maybe a mistake. Because now these battle elephants can attack from this side, and there are very few halberdiers. And I could have pushed with those cataphracts, or maybe even these, at least right here. But everyone is concentrating here. And the trap have sniped out one of the things. We snipe out the other. And yeah, this is a good raid actually. So we are at 127 against 93. So this should be still like a clear win, but this is dangerous, this raid. And we are losing all of our traps because the army is here and attacking the wheels. So yeah, there is that. It's a very chaotic game, to be honest, because you need to pay attention for the outer rim, for the outer water, for the inner water, for the land in multiple directions. I think it's a very fast and interesting game. Oh my god, and Mormord is sitting like on thousands of resources. I don't know how he is doing that. I'm actually also doing that, so yeah. I pull it back. And this castle is getting lost because, you know, these are good enough against castle actually. If there is no murder horse. Yeah. So it is what it is. There's a little halb army here. But he has much bigger elite battle elephants. And no upgrades at all. But actually I can snipe this monastery, so that's that. There is that. He is raiding here, which is not really that useful in my opinion. That was better than I expected. But now I lose the army. And he is starting to win now. So this was a really losing move in my opinion. Oh, this is why we are losing now. Because this army finished the castle and now in our eco. And this little is our eco now. Using the market heavily and making big army as much as possible. Trying for a final push. I think we could still win this if we are not losing this army. Fish boom is not so bad. There is gold. Now we are out of gold. But the feitoria is providing us. Okay. It's even a little bit again. Let's look at the KD and stuff like that. No, not quitting. Yeah, it's very even again. Economic wise, he pulled away a little bit, both in gold and food, which is really key. But we still have the feitoria, and the gold is running out of the map. So yeah, society is like really good. We also have a relic, it looks like. Very cool. And as you can see, the fast Imperial actually paid itself very well. At this point we should have win the game, but now a little bit worse. It's still basically even. And he is going for the only food costing 200 swordsman for Malai. Oh, this is like a losing move. I tried to make a castle drop with these wheels into this, in the back of here. And I also was bringing a trap, an army, but these 200 swordsmen, basically a free food army, they are shredding my army. So I basically lost that. And now we are in a very, very, very bad position. At 90 population against his 100. So this is a losing point in the game. But I still have the feitoria. And basically, this is the last gold on the map. Pretty much. This is bad direction because Canon Galeo. Okay, some of my army is like... I am also doing champions because it's more cost effective now. And I have realized that I can take down this castle. And look at this army. Boo. Now if I am not making mistakes, I can still go again. But this is a losing move again. Look, those 3 halves basically killed half of my army. No, all of it basically. Now, I expected this to fall. And now my army cannot enter to raid. So basically, even though this is destroyed, all of my Dromons are destroyed. I should remake them as fast as possible because then I can lose the feitoria easily to the cannon. And the cannons are attacking. I was not fast, and this is where it went away. And from here, it's basically just a slow push to victory for Mormord. I should have very easily won this map, I think. But he also had a position where he should have won this. So it is what it is. And yeah, this Dromon is even converted by the priest, or monk. Basically, there is like a last raid. It's not really that useful, but it is what it is. Now he reacted. GG is called, and yeah. This is Rings of Power. A very fast map. Like, this became even because we know each other as players for very long, so we know each other's tricks, what the other player is usually doing, and we can basically react accordingly. But as you can see, it's a very interesting map, very fast start. A lot of strategies are possible, and I think it's very good. Military-wise, it's very even. Look, KD is almost 1-1, even building raised. Units converted, he is winning by like 2 or 3. Echo-wise, he basically won it in the end, but you can see that at least 3/4 of the game basically it was even. Technology, he was very fast for feudal and castle because he didn't commit to the middle lake. I was doing a faster imperial, like reasonably faster, and yeah, relic was not my thing. Very fun map. I think you should try it. I really, really hope pro players are trying this map, random map script, because I'm pretty sure they can pull off a lot of interesting things. Even in community games, even on various smaller events, or just on the big cups that we made this map for. So basically, there is LingYuan Cup, which is a Chinese cup, and they had a random map scripting competition, and they are choosing maps to play. If you think this is a very interesting map to play, or for pro players, pro Chinese players to play it, please vote for our maps. One of my map is Theocracy, which I had a video with my friend Mormord together, how we are building from the ground up. It's basically uncut. It will be in the end of this YouTube. You can click on that. It's in Hungarian, but you can have the subtitles in English. Or, of course, you can look, and there is Rings of Power by Mormord. And you can see, you only need to scroll a very little, and you already see Rings of Power. This is the map you have seen playing, with the starting fetorias and nomad like that. I think it's an awesome map. You can see a little bit of strategy guide of how to do it, and you can download the map from here if you want. This link will be in the description, and feel free to not only like and subscribe to my channel, but also please go to this Discord for the LingYuan Cup, link in the description again, and click thumbs up, 100% or whatever smileys on Rings of Power and my other map, my map Theocracy, and my friend's map that you have seen, Rings of Power. That's the best way you can help us, and also you can chit chat in the map chat place. In map submissions is where you can download it. So please help us. Let's make pro players play this map. I think it's a really fun to play map with a very many and reasonable strategies. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.